Hello, welcome into the NIL Minor Lounge. I'm your host, Andrew Miner of the NIL Report, and tonight we have joining me Dylan Walker, freshman basketball player at Lubbock Christian University. Dylan, great to have you on. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Pleasure's all mine. So really glad you could join. How's the season going so far for the Chaps over there up in Lubbock?
It's good so far. We're I believe third in our conference right now, in the best Division II conference in the nation. We got some good new additions to our team this year, and I think we're just starting to put all the pieces together. But yeah, I think we're only trending upwards.
Yeah, that's so great to hear. And just for those that may not know who you are, I'll turn it over to you. Just can you tell us a little bit about yourself and kind of where you grew up and how you got to Lubbock Christian.
Yeah. So I'm Dylan Walker, as he mentioned before. I'm from Dallas, Texas. Born and raised. That's I went to Highland Park High School, Highland Park Middle School, and basketball has always been my sport. Once I got to about fifth grade, that's when I cut off all other sports, and I kind of knew that this is going to be my thing. And kind of was a undersized guy, a late bloomer. So I was on JV as a sophomore. Came off the bench as a junior on varsity at my school, and then was uh, one of the best players on my team last year as a senior, and got some good opportunities to play in front of some college coaches in the summer, and even during school ball. And this is where I ended up, and I'm super happy. So I really like it here.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's really interesting. So a little undersized, late bloomer, like you said. Coming off the bench your junior year, but then you kind of exploded your senior year, and you're only a freshman right now, so the your high school career is pretty fresh in probably your memory. What was the difference? What helped you make the jump from junior to senior year, where you had like some 30-point games, some 25-point games. You were named all district team twice, so both years. What was the difference to where like you kind of just became a dominant force?
Yeah, I think it was mostly just my confidence really boosted. I always play my best when I'm confident, just kind of playing loose, just having fun. And I think that summer going into my senior year playing summer ball, I played with a good travel team, and I just think I got lots of experience playing against really good players, lots of players that are, Division I level, Division II, lots of college players. But I think that was the biggest thing. And also just um knowing that all my teammates are coming back, like my class, my graduating class, we had a lot of like a good group of 5, 6, 7 guys that we've all been playing basketball together since we were, you know middle school, fourth grade, fifth grade, super young. So I just was very excited for that senior year with all of them. um it was highly anticipated for sure, but yeah.
That, yeah, that's great. How far did you end up going again, senior year? Where did you kind of finish?
So our senior year, we lost in the second round to Plano High. Really good team. Have a lot of respect for them. It was a tough loss. We did not play how we usually play. It still hurts to this day, but it was a fun game. We played at SMU, um, which is right next to where my high school is. There's probably, I don't know, 4,000 people there. It was a great atmosphere to play in. Um, I mean, I don't think anybody on my team would say they um played their best game, including me. But Plano, they had lots of good guys on the team. Justin McBride, Oklahoma, he's at Oklahoma State right now.
Okay.
Um, Nick Williams is at a Division II school, and they have another guy that's a senior this year who's committed to North Texas, I believe. So they were a good team. They had a good game plan for us, and they won that night.
Yeah, sorry to dredge up such a
No,
tough memory, but that's still pretty good.
all
So
good.
basically second round of states, um, is essentially there. That nothing to be ashamed of. You know, you were the all-time, I want to make sure I get this right, but the all-time 3-point percentage record holder at Highland Park what made you become such a prolific 3-point scorer?
Um, I think just I've always been that's always been my thing. I've always been a shooter, and I just continue to get better every day. I mean, just getting in the gym, working with my coaches. I had lots of good coaches growing up, and my dad, he played college basketball as well, and he's helped me along the way. Still helps me out to this day, being back in Dallas. But I would just say just the mindset of just I wanting to be one of the best shooters the school has ever seen. So
Where did your dad play?
he played at Harvard.
Okay, wow. That's a very prestigious university and equally as impressive to play basketball there. So what was that like growing up with your dad? Not only like, former basketball player, but also being at Harvard. What was that, like?
Yeah, it was good. He always coached me and my buddies when we were younger, elementary school, YMCA stuff. And he's just always been there for me, letting me know what I need to improve on, what I'm doing good. He's always kept it real with me, and I just thank him for that. So he's just been there every step of the way with me, ups and downs.
Yeah, what's maybe the best advice that he's ever given you?
Oh, oh, I don't know. Probably just keeping a good mindset, and if you want to be great, you can be great.
Sure, sure. And so he coached you, growing up young. Did you have any siblings as well, or are you only child? How
Yeah.
many siblings do you
Uh,
have?
I do. I have one sister. She's a senior in high school right now. She also has plays basketball. So we're a basketball family for sure. She's a point guard, and she loves basketball. She's a good player. Good. She's the best player on her high school team, I'd say.
Wow, yeah. So obviously it runs in the family. Nice to have a dad that's a at home coach type deal. So is your sister going through the recruiting process? Is that something that she's striving to do at the next level as well?
She does not want to play in college. She just recently got into University of Texas, so she's gonna go there, and I think she's majoring in education, I believe.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, congrats to her. Good to know that she kind of has a clear path forward.
Yes, sir.
What was your recruiting process like to get you from Dallas over there to Lubbock Christian?
Yeah. So it was pretty slow going up until my right before my senior year of college or of high school, excuse me. Right before my senior year is when it kind of started picking up. In that summer before, I played for an AAU team, BMM. Basketball means more. And we had a lot of good players in that team, and we traveled to a lot of places, played in front of lots of coaches. I got interest from a lot of colleges, but Lubbock Christian was just kind of the one I felt it just felt right. Um, Coach Duncan, props to him. I really like him, and that's mostly the reason why I committed here. Is just he's really similar to my high school coach, and I obviously love my high school coach, and um, I just thought it was the best fit for me, and I'm super glad with the decision I made.
Yeah, that's great. What's been, you're basically midway through the season here, doing pretty well. Eyes on March, I'm sure. What's the biggest transition that you've experienced going from just high school ball to to D2?
Yeah, I just say the amount of time. It's really time consuming, and obviously it's what we all signed up for, and luckily I have lots of good teammates, so it's at least fun, but just in the film room, classroom, practices, traveling, it's a lot different than high school. It's a lot more definitely more serious, and obviously you're playing against better players. We were up here in the summer and we would all play pickup. And we've got transfers, older guys that are in their 20s, and it's good to get lost, get that experience.
Yeah. And that's really good that, I find it real commendable that you're still playing such a high level. I guess what kind of made you fall in love with with the sport? Was there a moment that sticks out in your mind?
Um, I don't know. I don't think there is. I think I just fell in love with it. I don't know. I've always played basketball and it's always been my number one sport. I mean, even when I was playing other sports, and like I said, fifth grade was when I decided I just wanted to be all in with basketball.
Yeah. Yeah. Was there who's your favorite, I guess, basketball player, someone that you look up to?
Luka Doncic, for sure.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, the Mavs play about 10, 15 minutes away from where I live. So when I'm back in Dallas, we go see a game or two if I'm lucky. And he's a really good player. I love watching Luka.
Yeah, definitely. And that kind of matches your goal, I know, is to play overseas, professionally at some point. So that's very, again, commendable. And what else have you been doing at Lubbock? I know, kind of the path is maybe, pursue a business and sports marketing career. What's that kind of look like for you on that side of the house?
Yeah, on the school side, yeah. So right now I'm just general business, but I'm thinking about going into either like a sports marketing or this semester I started taking like accounting classes, finance classes. So I was also thinking maybe something along those lines because I think I'm pretty good at math. So like those numbers things, they come pretty easy to me, and I can see myself kind of fitting in that path with accounting and finance and stuff like that.
Sure. And definitely business is not a bad track to be on now with, NIL being so rampant and readily available. Can you talk about some of the experiences that you've had or seen others go through, maybe teammates or peers? What's been the NIL experience been like, in at Lubbock Christian?
Yeah, there's not much that I've seen here, honestly. But on social media, Instagram, you see it all the time with, all these major high recruits, future NBA players, getting big deals with, Nike, Under Armour. It's just stuff that you've seen, you've known. So I
Sure.
mean, that's cool to just see.
Yeah, definitely. Is there, you're talking about sports marketing, business track. I guess, is there something that you'd like to do specifically with that, or are you just kind of feeling it out as the days as the days go along?
Definitely just feeling it out as we go on.
Yeah,
I'm just focused on getting good grades and getting better at basketball.
definitely, definitely. It seems like that you're just like a gym rat, someone that just lives at the gym, put up shots, get in the film room. Is that the case? Is that accurate?
Yes, sir. I like to get in the gym a lot. I usually go in the mornings before class or on some days I have class 8 and then 10 and I just go in between those classes.
Is it is it pretty easy? Like, is it pretty easy to go between the classes? I don't know how large the campus is. It's pretty easy to go and
Yeah,
get a quick
it's a
at it.
small campus. It's a small school. We're a small Christian private school, so we only have I believe like 2,000, maybe 2,500 kids.
Okay.
So I mean, it's not a far walk to the gym. And I have my car here, so I drive every once in a while when I feel lazy or when I'm in a rush.
Definitely. What being a small school, what is that environment like on, a Saturday night, like a big home game against another conference rival or something that you've already experienced? Is that very similar to maybe like a high school gymnasium feel?
Yeah, I think our gym is definitely has like more of the dome feel, college gym feel. I
Okay.
really like our gym. It's nice. And with the kind of like the students, we've been getting pretty good student sections lately. And just being a small school, you feel like you know everybody. I mean, I feel like after my first semester, I feel like I know almost everyone that's sitting up there. So it's a good vibe when you're warming up and you hear them, cheering for you, cheering for your team. Um, so yeah, it's definitely good. We've had some good turnouts recently.
That's awesome. It's always great when you have that high energy student section,
Sure.
and especially when it's so small and you just pack everybody in. It's definitely good. Any has there been a big moment from this year that stands out in your mind so far?
Um, I would say beating Angelo State at home. They were ranked number 6, I believe, in the country coming to that game, and we knew they were a really good team, and we pulled it out in a close one. And we actually play them. We play them on Thursday at their place, which is going to be a tough one.
Ooh,
But we're excited for that. We're looking forward to that. I'd say
yeah.
that's the best win so far.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. And lastly, stepping away from the court, I know you're a big gamer, video games. That you like to do that, kind of as a hobby in your spare time. What do what games do you like to play? What games are you playing these days?
Yeah, I mean, whenever I have free time, I'll get on for a little bit, just to relax. Obviously Fortnite. I'm sure you've heard.
Hmm.
That's the main one. Nothing more than that, really. Maybe watch some TV shows, but that's pretty much it.
Sure. I'm sure it's hard to, have time to do all of that. So it's probably more of a decompress if anything. What type of shows would you throw on if you had, just a 20-minute?
Yeah. So my favorite show that I've rewatched a trillion times is The Last Man on Earth. I'm
Okay.
sure you've heard of it. No, nobody that I've talked to heard of it, but it's the funniest show ever. Lots of good actors in it. Stranger Things, obviously. Um, that's pretty much it. Some random ones here and there. If I get bored, I'll just click on something random. I usually start something and then don't finish it, but
Sure. I'm sure it's difficult, with the schedule that you keep. What's the biggest lesson that you've learned about, time management, thus far?
yeah, I think getting up early, really just getting to bed pretty early and waking up early and getting your day started, really sets you up for a good day with a pretty good amount of free time. I like to get my shots up. I like to get shots up early in the morning. So after practice is over at 5, 6, I've got the rest of the day to just chill, do homework if I have any. But
Yeah. How many shots do you think you get up in a day?
in a day, excluding like team practice, I'd say anywhere between 250 and probably like 500.
Individually,
Yes, yes, sir.
excluding
Yeah.
the actual team practice. So,
Mhm.
okay. And have you what would be a dream NIL deal for you?
Yeah. I would say, hey, dude, they're the shoe brand. I know we talked about it earlier on our last meeting, but they're these comfy like kind of slipper shoes, and I fell in love with them going into my senior year, maybe end of junior year, and I'd wear them to school, and they're so comfortable. I love them.
Yeah, great. Well, Dylan, where can everybody find you social media wise? What's your handle? I'll let you plug yourself real quick in case anybody wants to follow along your journey here. Looks like you guys are coming down the home stretch with a lot of fervor, a lot of optimism.
Yes, sir. So my Instagram is Dylan Four Walker, Dylan, the number 4 Walker, and my Twitter is Dylan J Walker 04.
Perfect. Well, everybody, go give Dylan a follow. This is great freshman basketball player at Lubbock Christian University. The Chaps, wishing you luck for the rest of the season, Dylan. Thanks so much for jumping on the NIL Minor Lounge. Appreciate you being here and sharing your story.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you so much.
All right, bye bye.